Oh, lights, camera, action. Hello, everybody. Lucas and Lucasgvariety back with our friends as we're playing TMNT Series 46. This is issue number 6. Insert name here because I actually forgot to come up with a pre-title for this one. Um, yeah, it's just called number 6.
What
Uh,
we can
of
just call it part two of whatever.
How about of rats and turtles? Of, of instead of mice and men? No. Okay. Um, part 2 of last episode, whatever that was called. I still don't know for sure. But anyways, we are back. We are back, and it is December 7th, 2020. Our first TMNT game of the new year. This is the dark comic book look of the TMNT in 1946, Detroit, Michigan. And we're going to recap because this is actually a two-parter. It was our first one. It's going to happen once in a while. We have big battles like this, and we had a dang big battle at the end of the episode, or the issue before that. Come on, cat. Come on. Before that, the Mousers had broken into the lair and fought you, and then they had kidnapped Splinter. So, from there, I will let you guys piece together a little recap and some whatever tidbits you want to throw in, and then we'll catch back up and continue. Oh, dead air. Sorry. Whoever wants to go, someone speak other than me. That's what I was basically saying. That would be Leonardo, Donatello, or Raphael mostly, probably filling it in there. Because Michelangelo was out of his mind, and now he's back. He's like, whoa, what's been happening? Middle of combat.
So
Good job, Adam.
we beat up Bebop. He jumped off and fell into a pit of water.
There was that, but let's go.
And
Let's jump back real quick.
Okay.
We were back in the lair.
I'm done eating, so I can talk.
Oh. There was Casey Jones came in with some equipment.
yes,
He was like basically going, Raph, you're late, man. We're supposed to be out beating up thugs. And then he looks around, sees all the broken mousers and the big hole that you guys are all staring down. And he's like, what?
then at some point he gave me a bag and it had some boots in it that have rockets in them, so I can kind of jump high and walk on air for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Smack talker Skywalker. So
that's about right. Okay, so that was your special item, as everybody had a special item.
yep. And then I believe Michelangelo just pulled out something from under his bed, and it was a samurai sash that did stuff.
Yep. He just ties it. I think we had an LadyRedMoon can recreate the story how she wants, but what I filled in was everybody's having little flashbacks or kind of relating the item to their character or their story a little bit. And I think what I had done was Mike had a little flashback of explosions, people screaming, Casey Jones being set on fire, a bunch of collateral damage. Not really telling a lot, but just like giving that hint. And then Mikey looks at the bottle beside his bed, and then he has the sash in the other hand or something like that. It was something like that. And then he puts the bottle back down, ties the samurai sash on, and goes to join his bros. But if I didn't portray that correctly, you can obviously edit that in any way you see fit. But it was serious. Okay, all right. And Casey Jones is like, Raffle, buddy, here's some cool boots. These boots are made for flying, and that's what they're going to do.
These boots are made for hopping.
Okay.
One of these days, these boots are going to hop all over you.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, whoa, my phone's going crazy. Okay.
And how did Donatello get his stuff?
Thank you.
Donatello had managed to come back from whatever had taken his eye holding that staff. And then he just basically hid it in his room for this whole time because he didn't want to deal with it because it's a lot of things to think about. But it turns out the staff is actually useful because it does a better version. It does a non-check version of what he does with his eye most of the time, which is well, technically it's not really from his eye, but when he pulls out stuff, he heals. It's basically a heal staff, which does some decent healing, 2d8, so it's not bad.
And
That's some good
Leo,
healing.
Leo's the last one.
So mine was I had a sword that was stashed in my room, just an ornamental shrine that I paid homage to. But the backstory on the sword is it was actually my companion Yosaki Ujimbo's sword, and after he died and I came back to America, it was stashed in the tunnel with the intent that I would find it. And I thought that I was going to lay the sword to rest and lay Yosaki to rest, but I need his strength to go and get Splinter back. So I've brought it back from the shrine.
There we go. And then Casey's like, I don't want you guys to get in trouble without me. And so he hops down the hole with you, and you guys begin going into deep, old sewer tunnels.
and we found the Rat King.
The king of rats.
And he joined us to help fight.
He did, because he didn't like. There's still mouses all over, and his loyal subjects, rats, were getting chomped on, and he was not happy. And you guys managed to convince him to join you, right? The enemy of my enemy will be destroyed by the Rat King. And then he's just like, one condition. Well, he's basically, I'll let you keep your fiefdom, which is your lair, because he considers, the entire sewers his kingdom, because he's, the king of rats. I mean, the Rat King. And he's like, in return, I get Baxter Stockman if we find him. He's mine. You guys deal with the rest.
And the entire group looked at each other and said, okay.
Fair enough.
I do remember at one point when Casey gets his gun disarmed and he goes to pick it up. I think a couple of little rats held the gun up to him because the Rat King tells him to, and he's just like, what? Oh, okay, all right. It's gingerly picks up, but yeah, we get into this combat where we can flick over here. Let's transition over. All right, let's do that so people can see what we're talking about here. Yeah, it didn't look like this in the beginning, right? It was pretty much you 6 or 7 versus Bebop and Rocksteady. I think.
Yes. And then the consequences of some actions. And ninjas appeared.
There was that. They did appear behind you. Let's find that one. Okay. Sorry, I'm still just trying to get the boxes just a little bit tighter here. Okay, yep. And then pretty much, unlike the last combat with Bebop and Rocksteady, you were dominating them. Bebop got... Did Raph, were you the one that kicked him in the big hole in the center?
I believe so.
You guys...
I was working him over. I don't remember who got the final hits on him.
Okay. And you guys were all taking some other NPCs under your wing at the same time while I controlled the villains. Splinter is hanging from this long chain in this middle of this open room that goes way down into the dark, and the chain goes way up in the ceiling, and he's sitting there struggling. He's actually trying to get free himself, and he had 2 out of 2 successful rolls. He just needs 1 more and he can get free. But the Rat King pointed to him and was like, help, because the Rat King is interested in meeting Splinter. Man rat versus rat, or visits a rat man. So the rats actually tried to go by Rocksteady. Rocksteady crushed one of the rats, and then the rest jumped up in the air onto Splinter, and they're trying to chew him free while he's trying to get out. And then Bebop got screwed over with blinding, and then Raphael just kicked him, and he's like, rah! And then Rocksteady has got 3 Banes on him. He has disarmed, slowed, and
4 technically, because he's got 2 versions of persistent damage.
Oh, that's right. On his turn, he's persistent damage 1 and 9, so it's 1d4 and 2d6 automatically. Plus he's slowed, he's demoralized, and he's disarmed. So I don't know who's in worse shape, Bebop that got kicked off the edge, or Rocksteady that has just been beat up. Anyway, and then so there was that. There's still some more to introduce. There's still combat going on. We're at the top of the round, and to bring it all, what I did at the very end was we at the whole end when we stopped the battle there, we followed the panels of the comic go dark, 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 dark as we go down this hole, and we see Bebop is laying there. He's like, ow, that height. And then he looks up, and there's this gigantic shadow just lumbers over him. huge. Like if we're looking at Dungeon Dragons, people know a 5-foot square is your human-sized person. The 4 square is your large, like Bebop and Rocksteady, just on this. And this thing was a 9 square, a 3x3, and it's a silhouette of this gigantic alligator human man beast thing, and it's just sitting there going, something like, excellent subject. And he just grabs Bebop and drags him into the darkness. And we open our issue number 6 of TMNT Series 46, and it's right in the middle of combat at the top of the round with Casey Jones. Now, I think Raphael was playing, or Adam was playing Casey Jones. I believe Thad had the Rat King and Rats.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan had Mini Turtle Bot and Michelangelo, but Michelangelo's back. And I think I was taking care of Splinter and the villains. So we'll keep those roles if that's all right with you guys. And it's going to be Casey Jones, Secret Person number 1, and then Master Splinter and Raphael. So Casey Jones is now up with another character on deck. Hi, my cat just keeps like she wants to be on my lap and then she doesn't, and she come back. Such a cat. You are such a cat. Anyway, Casey Jones, you got the situation. I think you had just gotten your gun back from a rat, and you got 4 of the regular foot soldiers, which are minion class, as well as one of the red foot soldiers, which is more of their, like the sergeant or whatever. And let's see. You guys have I think you took out like 2 of them already, maybe 3. So Casey Jones, lock, cock, and ready to rock. What's he gonna do, Mr. Adam?
So Casey Jones notices all these Foot Clan members, and he is going to, let me take a look at his stuff again. He's going to attack with his specialization rifle.
Holy crap.
He's going to shoot at the red Foot Clan member.
Oh, Snizap. Okay.
Thinking that he's a leader, so he wants to kind of nip it in the bud. Oops, I didn't mean to click.
What did you do?
I don't know. I just clicked when I was clicking.
Oh, that's just showing the
Okay,
title.
so that's
It just tells you. Yeah,
Yep.
it's just an advantage feat thing. So as long as it's a damaging attack, you get an advantage no matter what. Which I think if you go to the other actions for his sheet, I believe I built the rifle as having that attack action already like that.
Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Yep. Cool. He's ready to go. He likes to shoot people.
Yep. Shoot first, ask questions later. All
So I
right.
had to look up something. Okay, so
So what? The agility.
what's that?
What type of roll is it?
It's whatever role you
Agility,
declare it to be,
agility.
but typically
Yep,
agility would
agility.
be what you want to do. Yes.
And a +1.
Well, if you go to the other actions, you
Yep.
can click the where it says rifle there, and that will
Mhm.
roll it for you because it's already set up as agility
That's what I was.
versus
Yeah,
gun.
that's what I was trying to do, but it.
Did you? Well, if you got to click on.
the grayish box. I
Right.
believe it is.
Yeah. This. Just a second. Huh? All right. Let me try it again. Okay. There we go.
That is not going to work.
Oh man.
You're shy by a couple, which means I don't have to do what I was looking up to do. So, thank you, Casey. You saved me. So Casey Jones, he had his pistol back, but I feel it's like rats touched it, so he holsters it, pulls out a rifle, and takes a pop shot. Maybe right, but he's a little.
Yes.
He's a little, just a little off. I think his
It's a warning shot.
it goes. I actually feel I think it goes at him, and I think the Red Ninja just kind of like just because you can in comics and cartoons, he just throws his katana blade up with a quick swipe, and it's just like that ping, and he like deflects the round away because awesome. And I think, Casey, you can still move or do some other type of minor action if you want. That is up to you. I will start looking at my character.
He'll probably, let me see what else he has real quick.
Sure.
He'll probably just kind of, oh shit. Okay, he'll probably just stand there.
Okay, he's going to stay right where he is.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me roll something. I think it's going to be... Oof. I should probably give him an advantage on that. But it's okay. It doesn't matter. All right, so let's see. You know what? But Splinter's there. Maybe you'd be aware. I'm going to say, Leonardo, you can make a perception check.
Okay.
If you'd like. No advantage, just advantage even from both sides.
$12.
Oh, she beat both bad rolls with a difference of 1. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you've just flipped over, and what did you do? What did you do? Was it attacking? You were trying to do something to Rocksteady, right?
So I did the run jump, crouching tiger, hidden dragon jump, and ended up in between Rocksteady and Bebop. And then I think I was able to escape after we went into the water.
Okay.
And I don't recall how I ended up along this edge here.
And I don't remember.
My focus is on trying to rescue Splinter.
I don't remember if he had seen Splinter yet or not. I don't think Raphael maybe did not, but you did?
I think I did.
Okay. Raphael's probably kind of busy. And
Yeah.
so you Bebop, you see Raphael like kick into Bebop. That's right, because I remember Bebop chipped one of his tusks. So Raphael like did something and he basically slammed Bebop down and he hit his face, chipped a tusk, and then went rolling over the edge. And as you watch that happen and you look to Splinter, you look back and suddenly there's this physique feminine character with a katana blade drawn coming out of the darkness right at your face, and you're just like, whoa. And she gets the drop on you.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to remember if there is a sneak attack of sorts.
Believe that a feat.
Sneak. Catching him by surprise. There's a determining surprise. Okay.
Surprise.
They might interrupt actions at all. Attacks made against them are gain advantage 1. From until the surprise character takes their first turn. They might not. All attacks made against them gain advantage 1. I'm gonna give her advantage 1 for the surprise. It's just easy.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I don't see anything about sneak attacks.
And she's actually going to, I think, not actually attack necessarily for damage. She's going to throw a Bane attack, but of course if she hits, you know, she does go for an, well, Are you, what sword are you using right now?
You suck at your Jimbos.
Okay, I changed my mind again. All right. So 1 for that. Ooh, that's not very good. What's your guard, Leo?
24.
I should have went with the attack. So the sword comes at your face, and you're able to dodge it, but it was really just the guard of your weapon. But you know this trick. So basically it was a disarm attempt, and you're able to throw it back. Oop, you're muted, Thad. Or I am. I can't hear any of you guys. Can you guys hear me?
did.
Oh,
I think he's trying to figure it out.
He muted himself on Zoom.
You're muted on Zoom.
Get your face.
Who's got the Twitch page open? Hold on a second.
When he's muted on Zoom, as you can see, the icon says he's muted right there.
Yeah. There.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I hear you now. Your
You
Zoom
muted yourself.
I don't know what happened though. I didn't hit something weird. I saw you guys laughing. I was like,
You probably hit Alt A.
maybe I did.
That's a shortcut for it. So
Oh.
I've done it a cable.
Well, what did I miss in that last 30 seconds?
Us making fun of you for being muted and being very animated
said-
with whatever it was you were saying.
You said it's a feint, and then you started talking, and it looked really impressive, but we
Who's
heard
feint?
none of it.
Yeah, we were just like going, okay.
That the whole
Not-
conversation was a feint.
just nodding. Okay. Well,
No, we were
perfect.
trying to call you out, but you weren't hearing us. You're so into it.
Well, I feel honored and embarrassed at the same time. Sweet. All right. Well, I was like, is that a good place to take a quick 1 minute break? No, it's not time yet. All right. Well, thanks. I'm glad everybody can laugh though. Still, that makes me glad. A little embarrassed, but it's all right. Still, that. 1 second here. Not really. What was I saying though? That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to like stall so I can remember what I was saying.
We don't know.
You
You're
had up to
muted.
the attack on me. She took a swing. You couldn't decide if you wanted to do attack for damage or attack for Bane. You went for Bane.
Yep. Okay. Thank you. So it was supposed to be a disarm attack, and she fainted, so she went for your blade and then went for the under the guard to disarm you. But you know that trick, and you pulled out and you blocked it back, and her disarm attempt failed miserably. And you see this woman standing before you, very Japanese, very beautiful as far as humans go. I'm not sure how much the turtles are attracted to human women. I'm not gonna go there. I don't know how it works. Either way, they always like April O'Neil in the first. I don't know. Anyway, she's a beautiful Japanese woman. The only thing that strikes you is creep, especially in this really kind of dark.
According to her
chamber.
roll, nothing struck me.
What was? Say that again. What?
Bird.
According to her roll, nothing struck me.
Oh. I hate you. Okay, love you. What is striking about her, other than her katana, which is not, is that she has yellow serpent-like eyes. And yeah, she moved in, surprised, tried to disarm, failed. That's her turn. Let me have, where's Splinter at? Oh, I didn't get him out. 1 second. Splinter might see this happening. Let me have him make a, what is it, perception? I'm going to give him disadvantage 1 because he's trying to get out of his trap. Holy crap.
He sees all as usual. Michelangelo, tighten up that stance across the room.
And then, so you hear Splinter be like, no! And he starts struggling. And actually, it's his turn, I think.
Yes.
Did he get an assist from the rats?
I will definitely give him an assist, yes. Thank you for saying something.
Oh.
That did not roll well. 1d20, did it roll 3d6. Yep, because they had his agility.
Just all rolled low.
So it was supposed to be 5 on his agility plus 1 advantage. I don't know if it only just gave 1 advantage, though. No, it rolled 3d6. That'd be higher. So he sees this woman come out and attack, and you can hear him be like, "No, Leonardo, no, wait!" And he's so like shocked to see her that he can't focus this round to free himself. Raphael, and then someone else, and then Michelangelo, Donatello, Rat King.
So how far could I walk with these rocket boots?
What's it say on the rocket boots?
I don't know. We didn't put it in my actual inventory, so.
It should be in the. I should have sent it to you in the private chat on Discord. Here, I'll put it in our TMNT chat. It gives you Flight 6. So if we look up on the Open Legend and find what Flight 6 is, that should give us an idea what that is. I have to look something up real quick.
Hold on, I'll have it up real
though.
quick. Feats.
That's right in the game.
Flight.
I have to look up.
In this case, flight is flight speed equal to your normal speed. So I'm guessing with 6, you just mean it to be like you can move 6 squares flying. I'm assuming. So feet flying is just you can fly. You're moving.
All right.
Oh, she should have had a higher attack on that. Ah, dang it. Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to move over here and attack this lady.
All
This
right.
lucky lady.
1 second.
Buffing her now.
Actually, do that way.
Interrupt actions. I'm just trying to look up, make sure I have improvised free action. Damage healing. Okay. Oh, I see. I think. I'm trying to think if that is an attack of opportunity, but I think you can move around. I think it's once you disengage from there. Oh, or is that 5th edition? That's 5th edition.
Yeah, he could have easily just walked down the wall to get there too.
Up and around the wall. Okay, yeah. Never mind. So, all right, Raphael. So you move. Are you going to place an attack upon her?
Yes.
Okay, so she's actually supposed to have more actions in a round, but I'm gonna get through this round and then start over. Oh, actually, where was she? She just went in Splinter. One, you didn't roll yet, right?
No, not yet.
Okay. Okay, so she has edge 2. Okay, so she actually has she has something called boss edge, which gives her 2 points of edge, which means she has a couple extra turns to take. So technically, before you go, she gets to go again, and then you'll go, and then she'll go one more time, and then it'll be someone else than Michelangelo.
Okay.
So, yep. But otherwise, and that could change what you were doing. So, Leonardo, when you block it, you just block it as a matter of fact? Is it like just...
No, so I'm distracted by Splinter. She appears, even though she has a drop on me when she goes to block. I do, and I catch the blade against the flat of my shoulder and like lock it with an arm. So it's not a full lock, but it's enough to like hold her, and then she can react.
Okay. And then she steps back and then jumps straight back at you very quickly. And... Yep. And I just want to read up, make sure I want to go OP, but optional rule. I had it here a second ago. All right. Secondary attributes, more components in this game. All right. Well, I won't go OP. I'll just go. I'll look at it in between turns here. Okay, so she has Vanish 3, and she strikes at you with an actual damage attack.
Okay.
You see her hiss, and she swings her and then strikes at you for 39 versus your guard, which is 24.
24.
So I think that's 15 points of damage.
Okay.
And then she gets to automatically do a bane on you. And so this is versus guard. I can see as long as okay, and you are now blinded.
Okay.
So she does this, and then she swipes, and she does a cut like up the side of your head, and your blood just instantly sprays in your face, and you can't see, and you've taken a grievous wound across your head. Raphael, now you may act.
I'm gonna go back over here,
Deja vu.
and I'm gonna stab her with my size.
Okay. I think she can use interrupt action. Okay. Go ahead whenever you're ready, sir.
Okay. Do I get anything for flanking?
I don't
Oh,
remember.
hold a second. You started your. He has a bane on him right now, or was that just temporary?
He has the blinded bane.
Okay, well then at the start of his turn, he gets to check to see if he's still there.
Yep. No,
That way
that's
it will.
it's on Leo. It's on Leo.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
on Leo. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. The target cannot see as long as the effect persists. The target automatically fails any perception rolls based solely on normal sight, attack rolls, and perception rolls based partially on sight. That could be this is what happened to Bebop. Suffer disadvantage 5. The target's guard defense is reduced by 3. I'm going to say no right now, Raphael, because Leo's blinded.
Okay.
If he regains his sight and gets back in the combat, then you could both have advantage 1 for flanking.
Okay. I still have advantage 1 for my battle trance.
That's true. And use it. Don't abuse it, use it.
Damn.
I made the character sheet too small. That does not hit. So you come up to flank and you go to stab her, and she takes her sword like behind her without even like really even looking at you, and just like she hits Leo, and then she throws the sword behind her, and it blocks your attempt. And then so she turns on the ball of her foot, and she attacks you. Ooh, force move. Okay. And she will have the advantage 2. Versus your guard. What's your guard, Raphael?
25, so she hits for 1.
All right. Nope, she doesn't do damage to you. She throws a bane on you, and she forces you to move up to 15 feet. So she moves you 15 feet over the pit, and you fall. I will allow an agility roll to catch the side. So she turns on the ball of her foot and roundhouse, old school style, the full roundhouse kick, if it's not really a roundhouse kick, whatever it's called, and she cracks you in the side of the head, actually right about the shoulder level, catches you off guard, and you go tumbling off into the pit. But as I said, I'll allow you an agility save to grab onto the side, and I think it's going to be a 20. I'll make it a 15 because it's not so much from her, it's just the ability to react and grab the side. So you can do a saving throw.
No.
Dude, this system, man.
You either pass hard or you fail hard.
I don't think there's any damage from landing. You hit a bunch of junk. It's really mushy junk. As you go about, I want to say 15, 20 feet down, and just stuff explodes everywhere. You were just down away. We'll say 20 feet down. You look up quickly. There's a little bit of light coming from above. You see Splinter and a bunch of rats crawling on him, trying to struggle free. You hear Leo clanging swords with this mysterious woman. And I think Raphael's turn was gone, right?
Yep.
All right. let me introduce one more. From across the way, Leonardo, you hear Splinter go, Leonardo, be alert, be aware. And you hear like this loud, like the sound of flies buzzing, but then you realize like, no, it's not a bunch of flies buzzing. It's like the sound of one gigantic buzzing. And, I have to go back to the right layer. Wait, it's climatic. Flying out of the darkness on the other side is this giant man fly thing. This old lab coat on him that's ripped and torn. He's got an extra set of arms sticking out of the side, a couple sets of legs, like 4 wings, something is huge insectoid eyeballs. It's like, you are the ones that did this. I am no longer waiting in the shadows. And he pulls out this weird looking gun, and it starts to glow a color. And then I think he fires it. I'll let you guys guess who it is. That's right. April O'Neil.
I was going to say Casey Jones, but he's already behind us, so I'm totally lost. Krang?
Reginald McGillicuddy.
All of those are wrong. Okay, anyway.
J. Jonah Jameson for 200.
Multi-attack specialist feat. Reduced disadvantage by 1 on attacking multiple times. Reduced disadvantage by 1. Okay, so he's going to shoot at who he sees, which is both Splinter and Leonardo. He would get disadvantage 1 for shooting on both, but he doesn't because of his multi-attack specialist feat. Okay, so he has this weird phase rifle. It like glows green, just like in the old Turtles cartoons where all the guns they use have these, or a lot of old cartoons just have these colorful rays of whatever. And this is an actual ray of green energy, and Splinter's sitting there struggling, and he just aims at Splinter and is like, and just blasts Splinter, and then he looks down and he blasts at Leo. So this first one goes towards Splinter. And the second one is on Leonardo. This is versus your guard. Minimal damage of 3. I'm not sure. Do I hit you, Leonardo? I think he might just barely get you.
Wait, hit me?
The 26 was versus you.
Oh.
And the 25 was versus Splinter.
It hits me by 1.
Okay, so you take 3 damage.
He hit Splinter by 7 or 8.
Yeah, Splinter has a 17. He's also, I'm not going to say it's any lower just because he's hanging there by a rope. He can still squirm around. So, 3, so he takes 8. So, Splinter gets hit with this green energy. He's like, oh, and he's like smoking weird. And then you're like, you turn to that, and then you get hit square in the chest with this green energy, and it stings. It feels like it's crushing your bones and then expanding them. It just warps you really bad.
I'm still blind, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you turn towards the sound. You hear the giant buzzing fly, the high pitched sound, the and then you get hit.
All right.
And then it's Michelangelo's turn.
Whee!
So I don't see any of this, correct? I'm facing.
You would have it if you saw through the Rat King's large person. You may see the lady that's fighting Leonardo. I could say that's fair.
Yeah.
Because it's just like there's sword clanging going on, right? You're gonna hear it. But then you could hear this gun rattle off, and maybe you hear Splinter in the distance. There's a lot of clang and a lot of stuff. I'll allow it. You don't have to roll for it. You might not know all the exact details, but stuff's going on down there.
Okay. But it kind of looks like, from what Mikey can see, Rat King's fighting. I drew a blank on his name. I cannot believe I just did that.
Rocksteady?
Rocksteady. And Leonardo's fighting a girl now. So he's just going to be like, yeah, they've got it. And run up to defend Casey Jones back and attack this guy.
Sounds good. Please commence with the attacking and the beating up.
Well, since I'm juiced out right now.
That's right.
We're gonna use might because we're going. Oh come! I just got back.
Was that with your 3 back on there? Your stats all leveled up?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's 2d8. Yeah.
Well, let's do a failure with a twist. How about that? So you can choose one and I'll choose one. Remember, these are minions, so if they take 1 point of damage, they die. So you can choose to either deal 3 damage, inflict 1 bane of power level equal to or lesser than 3, or move them 10 feet. Last time they were mostly opting for the deal 3 damage because it takes them out.
Yeah, we'll do 3d. We'll do deal 3 damage and
All right,
take
so
them out.
we both get to pick. So I will also choose to do 3 of damage back to you. So you go up and you can explain how this looks as far as you both. I mean, he hurts you a little bit, but it's a robot and you blow him up. So we'll take him off there. So Michelangelo's like, yeah, they got this.
Mikey just kind of looks over his shoulder, sees the situation behind him. It's like, that's not serious. Casey's surrounded. He's gonna like just kind of run over and slide and try to like uppercut the robot, but just slams his shins right into the robot's legs and just skins him to pieces.
Which takes the robot's legs out from underneath him and it hits the ground and just kind of breaks apart.
They're always made of Tinker Toys.
All right.
Just explode like Legos when they hit the ground just right. All right. Donatello.
And then the Rat King.
There's so many choice targets right now. Anybody who I'm going to help right now? Probably should help myself, but I also feel like Leo is in more trouble than I am. Because I may just get knocked down, but he may be Ginzu'd. That's a little worse. So I'm going to help him via a Bane attack on the person attacking him. So this is against their resolve, and this is going to probably be horrible, but here we go. No advantage dice, no disadvantage.
What?
Oh, what is with the 12s?
And
I rolled the same die, too.
who'd you do that on?
That was against the girl, so she's probably got a resolve higher than 10. So
Yep.
Yes.
that was nothing. And then what's his face? Metalhead is going to shoot the closest ninja thing attacking him or us.
Okay.
No damage advice. What the?
Go Metalhead.
Why do I play Donatello again? I just play Metalhead now.
Now you have to do like they do in some versions, where Donatello's brain actually gets put into Metalhead's body because Donatello dies physically.
Yeah, but then I'll roll terrible because it's Donatello.
But you have Metalhead's body, so some of the time you'll do good.
Oh goodness. Anyway, that's my turn. Yay.
Well,
Oh wait, I'll have Donnie move closer here before he attacks and so forth.
Okay.
A little farther away from hopefully their direct running distance.
Well, Rocksteady ain't going nowhere, so he's going to try to do Bane. But before that is the Rat King and his rats. But the rats, I think, are still currently engaged in assisting Splinter. Is that... I mean...
So
that's up to you, though.
4 of them are... Three of them are assisting him. The other 4 are up at the top of the chain. And they're going to jump down on the flying man.
All right. Oh, you know what? And I think it's fair, especially since everybody else saw. The Rat King has now seen Stockman, but I don't know if he can realize that's actually him because he wanted to kill him in human form. So I would give Rat King, he's psychotic anyway, some type of possibility of recognizing it, at least maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that'd be the first thing he'll have to deal with is let's see if he recognizes the fly.
I think. I guess perception would.
Perception, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and roll that straight up.
Okay.
I would say that's probably like a. Oh.
Yeah, catch a gut feeling.
At most, I was going to say 20 because of his form. So Rat King is going to be like, wait a minute. He knows the connotation of the way that voice speaks. You know, it's higher pitched now and time broken. Excuse me. There's something about the pattern of the speech. And then he looks and he's got good rat eyes, right? So he still sees the lab coat on Stockman and he sees the name, because every lab coat's got their last name on it, and it says Dr. Stockman. And well, Rat King, you know that's what you're here for.
So what is was this Rocksteady? No, this is
Yes.
Which one am I talking about? Bebop?
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady. What's Rocksteady doing?
Well, Rocksteady is technically engaged with the Rat King, but he is
He's messed up.
he's slowed 2 persistent
Congratulations.
damages. He'll probably go down next round because he has 5 hit points left and he has a lot of damage he's going to take automatically, which his turn is next. But he would still get a chance to attack you if you move by him, but it's like disadvantage 5, I think. Is that what it is?
The Rat King's going to try to put him down with the Bowie knives.
Okay.
Get him off the table, so to speak.
Okay, so he's going to try to finish him up. All right, and his guard is actually lower by 3 right now.
Yeah.
Same as Leo's, which that's okay. So the guard's much weaker, and he can go ahead and take that shot.
It's agility, right?
Whatever you say works best. It could be might or agility with a knife, or the melee
Agility's
weapon,
fine.
for most chances. But it's probably whatever your higher stat is. You're gonna be like, yes,
Yeah.
he's very quick.
Because Rocksteady had disarmed, slowed, demoralized, persistent damage, which demoralized gives him one disadvantage on all rolls until he beats it.
And he's
So
blind.
he wasn't blinded. Bebop was blinded.
Oh, that's right. He wasn't blinded.
Yep.
He said demoralized and slow. So he has
Yeah.
half his movement. He's got disadvantage 1.
Yeah,
And
I'll copy and paste your thing
persistent
from earlier.
damage. So Thad, you do. I'm sorry, Rat King. Thank you. You do 3
That's
points of
from you.
damage to him. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, you do 3 because it's right on his guard. So he has 2 hit points left, but he's gonna go drop anyway in this round. So Rat King, do you move after that? I feel like he's driven to move, but you can tell me if you think he should.
You know, if Rocksteady is out of his way and not going to be an inhibition to him, he is full on gunning for Stockman, like with a burning passion. That is his goal.
All right. Well,
Is there any chance he can clear? Can he run along that partially broken railing and try to lunge for him? Yeah.
yeah, these squares up here are still part of the hallway. They're like half hallway, half wall, but this hallway is 4 squares wide. Leo and the lady have the bottom 2, but there's still 2 above, so he could technically move and try to run and jump. That's quite a long jump.
That's what I'm trying to gauge here, is what the scale is like.
I think you'd want to do that as a full round action. That way you could actually do a
So-
run and jump.
Can he prep the action?
Yes.
I mean, is that a thing?
You could probably move up. I'll move it back, but you could probably move up to like here or something,
Sure.
and he would technically get an attack on you. Probably won't do much. Who knows how it rolls though? But I'm saying you could move there, and then next round you could get a running jump and go.
Yeah, I guess I would either want to. I guess I'll advance, like you said. I'll put him up here,
Okay.
and with the preparation that he intends to lunge for Stockman, and then he's going to send all 7 of his rats after Stockman. So the 3 are going to stop helping Splinter, and the 4 are going to come off of the ceiling and jump for him.
All right. So you have how many rats are gonna attack him?
7.
Yeah, you only lost 1 of the 8.
Yeah.
And they're all up on Splinter right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that is, that makes sense. So 7 rats jump down, so they're jumping and attacking, which would probably be a disadvantage. But then they outnumber Baxter, who's probably not expecting him. You know what? I guess it's 7 attacks, right?
Yep. 7
Technically?
individuals.
Let me take a look at Stockman's guard. Okay. All right, I got it. If they're individual attacks, I'm just going to say you can do 7 attacks, but they all have disadvantage 1.
Okay.
But you get to make 7 attacks.
That sounds fine.
So that make it you could just roll a couple 50s and murder this guy right now.
I'm okay with that option.
I thought so. 7 attacks at disadvantage 1. Under the giant rat minions, right? So.
Yep.
They got little bite attacks. Okay.
Back with might, it looks like.
I think so. We're making it easy. We don't want to go too complex.
Right. And they have a disadvantage of 1, right?
Disadvantage 1, correct. And what was your armor class or your guard? Okay, got it.
All right.
Yes, Cat. I know. You can come up here if you want.
1.
All right.
Two.
Ooh. This next one's gonna be the one. 22. I'm just gonna guess a number.
3.
Okay, that was not even close. Come on,
I can add
rats.
these up, right? I can. It says like 20, 32. Is that the total? I just keep adding them. That's how this works.
Sure. You'd like,
Cool,
yeah,
great.
bet you love that, wouldn't you? Holy
There's a
crap!
rat. He's like dodging rats, which is adorable to think about. But
I know that one actually hits though,
oh, nice.
but the rest are
That's
gonna fall
5.
probably. Doesn't mean they can't climb back up and try again though. All right, let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We've done 5. We got 2 more rolls.
6. All right.
There we go. So 3 points and 4 points. So he's done 7 total to him. Ooh, he's not even that good.
Oh. All right.
So 2 rats are clinging to him and biting him. The other 5 fall. And Raphael's like picking himself up and he's like, squeaking and he's like, and these 5 other rats are like almost falling on him. And, but otherwise they land in the mush and they're fine. So the 2, let's see. Yeah, you got the 2 that are above and below him are the ones attacking him, and then the other sets are down below. All right.
Okay.
Alrighty. And so I gotta roll some persistent damage. Way back up here. 1d4 and 2d6. /R? Yeah. Oh yeah.
14 damage. He just bleeds out.
Oops. That's big ouch time for you there, buddy. Where's that? Okay. Rocksteady goes down. He's bleeding. He's broken. He like takes a shot at the Rat King. Just does a little wound out. Wait, did he hit him? I forgot. Oh, he didn't attack you, did he?
No, he didn't attack.
All right, so he would have when you moved. That's
Sure.
right. I was trying to see. Okay, so just a might attack, and I think that fails.
It was a 20 guard.
Okay, yep. So he took a swing, and he overreached, and he falls down. He's like, "It's no fair." Oh, and he just falls, and he crumples down into a heap, and he's coughing up blood, and he's not feeling so good. Rocksteady is out of the fight. So is Bebop. Well done, you guys. And then we're at the bottom of the round for Leonardo.
Cool. So I got to try and shake off this blinding.
Yep, you can use that in place of your secondary action or your move action, right?
Okay.
Yep.
And,
I haven't had to fight one, so resist Bane normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, unless he says you have advantage or disadvantage, it's always just going to hit that
Yep.
resist Bane normal button.
Oh, wait.
There you
what?
go.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, that was Rat King. Wrong guy.
Still counts. No, just kidding.
Oh!
You rolled a 1. If you're gonna roll anything,
Not bad.
you have
Well,
to
I
roll.
didn't see it.
It's 10 plus.
Oh, 10 plus, so nope.
Cool.
So you are still blind this round.
That's
All right.
-5.
So you have suffer disadvantage 5, and your your guard is down by 3 right now. But we'll get to that in a minute. But
Can I use prescience to improve my attack? If I want to take a swing at this lady,
So you're trying to use prescience instead of your sight.
right?
You know what? Roll that. I'm trying to think. Let me give you a target number. Let's say that's pretty tough. Every 5 over 10 will take away one of your disadvantages.
Every 5 over 10 takes away the disadvantage. Okay.
It takes
Rolling
away.
straight.
It takes away one disadvantage. So a 15 would be only disadvantage 4. If you roll 20, it'd be disadvantage 3.
Okay.
So yeah, let's see what you get. I think Leonardo's there's stuff around. Splinter's been hit. I'm not sure how you're feeling on this, but there's a lot of
7 mines
destruction.
just flew by you. One's standing right in front of you. One's laying down behind you going, oh, really loud in your head. And then there's one going, mine, 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 kill, 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 kill. Ooh, rat. There's a lot of noise.
There's a lot of that. All right, Leo. You used your movement to try to return, so I think Leonardo is done. Casey Jones, Ninja Lady, and Master Splinter. I think Master Splinter might do an interrupt action. But anyway, let's look at Casey Jones.
I think Casey Jones is going to try to shoot that guy again.
Okay.
Went over so well the first time.
All right. So
Let's shoot that guy.
shoot. Okay. So you try to shoot. You're basically trying to shoot the sergeant again.
Yeah.
All right, the red dude. All right, yeah, go for it. He can move if he wants. Doesn't have to.
Wait, one more thing. I'm going to do the multiple attack specialist 2. At the start of my turn, I may declare that I'm doing a multiple specialist attack. I may state how many extra attacks I would like to make.
Tosha. So, okay, so focus action, damage, and attack. 2 attacks. Right, the 2-gun assault. Is that the one we're using here?
Wait, what now? I was doing the multiple attack specialist.
Oh, I was looking. Okay. Start your training. Yep. How many extra attacks you would like to make? How many extra attacks would you like? How many total attacks would you like to make?
2.
So you want to do total of 2?
Yes.
All of your attacks this round suffer disadvantage 3, equal to 3 times the number of additional attacks. So you would get disadvantage 3 if you make 2 attacks.
Wouldn't it be disadvantage 2 because of my rifle?
I don't know. Would it?
Yes. Yeah, because you've got the attack specialization as long as you're using a rifle. But so it's just basically -1 to whatever disadvantage he imposes on you.
You know, but I was trying to make it easy last time and do disadvantage 1 per extra attack, and I know that's not exactly how the rules go because multi-attack specialist and multi-target was really it seemed redundant to me. I know there's probably some rhyme or reason for it, but I'm just gonna say make 2 attacks, each one disadvantage 1 because that's how we were playing it last time. So don't do disadvantage 3.
I'm going to cancel that out. I'm just going to do combat follow through then. That way I don't get that disadvantage.
Yep. So if you do manage
So if
to
I
take him
bring
down,
Yeah, if I kill one of them. So I'm going to shoot the purple guy first that's on top.
Okay.
So I'm going to shoot him.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to spread out the damage, or
Yeah.
get multiple attack. Okay. Yeah. So the top purple guy.
So, yep, top purple guy.
All right. So this is still the rifle.
Yep.
So like yeah. Ooh, let me check it out. I think that might be what you need. If you hit.
Okay, so is that guy dead?
Oh yes, they're minions. So he
Okay.
the red guy deflects a bullet. Casey's like, all right. Reloads around, shoots again. This ninja steps in front, takes a bullet right through the face, and its head explodes into gears and shrapnel.
Now I'm going to shoot the other purple guy
All right.
for combat follow through.
Alrighty. Okay.
And now I'm going to shoot the pink guy.
You know, they were going to do the interrupt defend action, so if you shot him, they were going to actually take the damage, and I so looking forward to that, and you just ruined it, so thank you.
Can I
Does
have your
18 hit
rolls?
him?
right?
18 to hit?
We had him last game.
All right, so it doesn't matter.
Winter break broke us.
So
We haven't built up karma anymore. We blew it all on Christmas.
So 3 minimal damage. Whoops, I was doing it wrong. So I didn't. No, he didn't have full hit points. Okay, so anyway, you shot those 2 guys, and then he deflects, tries to deflect again with the sword, but he misses a little bit. And it takes him shoulder. You get a little spray of blood, and it turns back. And oh, you know what? I think I forgot to put the foot. No wonder the foot soldiers have not been attacking because they're not in the initiative order.
It sucks to be them.
That's why they're dead.
That's why I think I realized that last time, and then I was like, I knew I had one more thing I had to make sure I did, and then I forgot. You know, it was winter
We
break.
helped you out. You don't have to worry about it now.
Well, he's still alive, so I'm gonna put him in there. Cool. Way down at the bottom.
He'll be fine.
Still before Leonardo though, so perfect. All right, so
Everybody's before Leo.
Oh, good.
Goody.
And then how far can Casey move?
you can move up to 6 squares.
He's gonna move back over here. 6-ish.
Get that lined up shot.
Yep.
Oh, all right, cat, come on. Alrighty.
So he was kind of like backing up as he was taking out the Foot Clan members, just picking them off.
Alrighty.
Headshot.
So she turns around and you just hear this voice and you're like, my master wants to meet you. Surrender now. The rat will live. All your friends will live. I just take you and your 3 brothers. Disarm. She's saying it to you.
Okay.
She's like, disarm. Everyone else lives. We leave the battlefield. I am honor bound by my oath to keep you alive. You will all be alive. And then depending on your answer will depend on what she does. Of course.
Am I answering on her turn or mine?
You get a couple moments of free talking here. We can squeeze her in.
I want to stall. I want to stall the conversation until I get an opportunity to do something about it, because I have very little intention of going along with her.
Okay. Well, I mean, she'll make an attack. I mean, she has a couple actions, so she'll make an attack.
All right, I'm just going to ask her questions. So, who is your master?
She goes, all will be told to you once you surrender. And she strikes at you.
Cool.
So that, she's supposed to have disadvantage. I'm just going to give her 2. Let's do 1 because she should as a boss.
Got me by 3.
All right. Your sword is disarmed. Well, your sword's not disarmed. You are. And the sword, Saki Yojimbo's sword, flicks off down where Raphael is. It goes 15 feet to your left.
Okay.
And goes down. So these rats, Raphael sees them. Maybe one falls on him. He's like, ah, yeah. And then suddenly this red glowing kind of sword. Actually, I'm not sure if it's red glowing. It's because the icon is. It's not. Does it glow any color? I don't remember.
It's not glowing.
Okay.
No.
A really well-made katana Leo was using, of course, Raphael, into the sludge right by you. And that is her action.
Okay.
Master Splinter.
Doesn't she have like 3 more actions?
She does, but she has to take them. Next person goes, then her. Next person, then her. Next person, then her. Actually, she only has 2 more actions. She has a total of 3. I'm trying to get the hang of that boss edge thing. All right, so Master Splinter is got to try to get out. He's got the assistance from the rats for advantage 1. Boom. Splinter be free. free from these.
Oh, you going to jail now?
So Splinter's like, no, Leonardo. And then you hear him go.
You hear him go,
So Splinter's like got this chain that comes around him, and he's been squirming and wiggling, and the rat's been like working at the lock. One of them has one that's been like trying to squeeze in, and they give him room
And
to
he's
like
been zapped.
move his arm. What's that?
He was zapped.
Oh, that's right. He was zapped. Oh, that's right. And the rats jumped off. So he sees her. He's like, Leonardo, Karai, no! And he's like, he twists, and he's out, and he grabs a chain, and he's holding on to him, and he begins to swing. So she steps back. Leonardo, you feel your sword leave your hands this time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you feel the blade at your throat. She's like, surrender, Leonardo. And then that's when Splinter's like, Leonardo, no, Kurai. And then the blade leaves your throat. She's like, and you hear a hiss. She's like, how did you know my name? And I'm actually going to take her turn away from her. Well, no, I'm not going to take her turn away, but I'm going to make her make like a resolution attempt or something against, let's see. What can Splinter do? Oh, Splinter can use his presence, I think. Because he has presence. 21. Let's use her resolution. Oh, he beat a resolve. Yep. She's kind of stunned. He's going to have stunned to be agility focused, but it could be his presence too. Wait a minute. Splinter has so many Banes. Oh. Creature of human intelligence may charm creatures. Sorry guys. I was like, well, truthfulness. Target answers any question with honesty. Ooh. I'll just say it goes demoralized. Yep, so she gets disadvantage 1. And then, let's see. So yeah, he says Leonardo, Karai. So he calls Leonardo and calls her Karai. She's like, how do you know my name? And she seems to be just kind of shocked. She's like, Baxter, take out that rat. Unless you decide to surrender. And she bolsters Baxter Stockman, so he gets an advantage. And then it's going to be the next person's turn. Who's after Prime Master Splinter? Raphael.
All right. I'm going to pick up the sword that fell next to me.
Okay.
And then fly up back where I was.
How much? Oh, that's right. How much? Did you figure out how much the distance that gives you?
It said like normal walking type distance, right?
Well, it depends, because you wrote flying 6, but that's not really how, if it gives him flying. Flying is just the feat for being able to fly instead of walk.
Okay, so yep, if you have to make some kind of flying check, you get to roll 6. Like it has a stat 6. Like you have to make,
Okay.
If you try to do some specialized daredevil flying stunt, and be like, all right, you're going to have to make a roll for that. So anyways, yeah, you just move up 6. So you can go right back to the edge and flank her, if that's what you were looking
Okay.
at before.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Can I also attack?
Let's see.
Or is that all my actions?
I'll say that you just, if the sword is nearby, you grab it and you fly up and you jump. So if you have it in one hand,
Can I stab her with it on my way down?
okay. So you're attacking with Leo's sword?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'll let you make an attack. There's no
Okay.
advantage or disadvantage, I would say, at this point. You know what? She's still stunned. I'll give you advantage 1.
Okay. And then I have my battle trance still.
Okay, so you'll have total advantage
So
2.
advantage 2.
Perfect.
Okay.
Raphael, you don't hold him.
Oh,
you don't hold him
shit, that was
down.
Casey. I clicked the wrong one.
Come
Sorry.
on. You
Who are
secondary
you?
characters, quit rolling for the main characters.
Who even are you anymore?
Oh, that's even worse.
You rolled like double the dice, and it was, nah.
Okay.
Damn it.
Welcome to our club. It's a low baller night.
That sucks.
Well, hold on a second. Let's make it so no. Puts a character in danger, expends a resource. Okay, so Leonardo's hanging there, or Splinter's hanging there, and Baxter's there at waste time, track tension.
Let me go back and read on your focus action.
All right, Adam, we'll just do this one. So you can pick. You can move her 10 feet. You can inflict 1 bane of level 3 or less, or you can do 3 damage to her.
I want to move her 10 feet.
All right. Which direction?
To the left.
All right, right here.
Yep, so I trip her so she falls off.
Gotcha. Let me take a look at her banes. Why doesn't it show what level? Power level 3, disarm drive. Okay. She will disarm you. So she's taking the sword with her.
This time it pops it right back out. No, I said put that in the pit.
So you come up, you can strike her with it, and she moves like she feels the wave. She's like, what the? And she grabs the sword out of your hands. Maybe not used to holding the sword or whatever, and she falls down the pit with the Sakura sword. I will give her a fair agility check of 15 to grab the side, like did for Raphael.
Ah, of course.
And so she's a little bit lower, but she's down the side. And she takes the sword, like maybe she drops hers, but she grabs this sword, or she has both, and she's like sticks them in the wall and like slide down through the wall a little bit, and then she's stuck there. And it is actually her turn. So I think, and this will be Leonardo as well. You have to make it with disadvantage 5, but she is actually going to come and use her turn to move, a little bit of distance back up, and then when she stands up, she's going to attack Raphael. So you guys have height on her and everything. So Raphael, you can have a free attack on her with advantage 1. Leonardo, you can have an attack on her with disadvantage 4, if you wish.
Still blinded, right?
Yes, because
Yeah,
it would be
Yeah,
5.
let's do it.
It would be 5, but I'm allowing you to be 4, unless you want to talk instead. But
Not terribly, no.
okay.
I want to kick her in the face when she comes up.
All right. Well, you can do an attack with advantage 1. Go ahead, Leonardo. Do an attack with a disadvantage 4.
It's a mighty strong foot.
The foot is good. The foot is very good. What's her? So you beat her by 6. Okay. Oh, Charlotte sticks up. Oops.
Oh, the blinded man.
So you hurt her a little bit. You kick her in the face. She blocks back. She has double katana power now. And that was her turn. So technically it goes to Stockman, who now has an extra advantage this round because of the bolster. He has 2 rats on him. He does not like that. They're biting him, and he's screaming. He's like, scream, what are these insects on me? And he looks to probably take care of the rats first, because they are technically attached to him. So he'll do... He just points... He's got this rifle, and he just tries to aim it and shoot the rats off him. Because he's an incredibly bright scientist, but an incredibly bad fighting villain, probably.
So if he misses, does he shoot himself?
Yeah, I would say if he does terribly, there's a chance that he hurts himself. I think that's fair. He has a 5 on this attack, but he's doing 2 attacks, so that takes him down to 4 each. He gets a bolster from her, so back up to 5. But I'm going to give a disadvantage 1 because he's shooting rats off himself, so back down to advantage 4. Still pretty good chance. So first rat, dead. Second rat, dead.
That intelligence come into 4, despite the fact it's a terrible idea. He knows the angles.
See how many rats you got left here. Okay, sorry, I'm moving them around just a little bit.
5 rats left.
Okay. All right, so I'll put them. I just want to see where they are, but okay. So he just looks at. He's like, no. He's like, and they just are obliterated. They're gone. And so he's flying. He's not in anyone's way. He will go 2, 3, 4. And he's flying right there. And I think the Rat King's eyes and Stockman's multiple facets of eyes lock. So it's like, I don't even know how to do that in sign language. I don't even know how to display that. Anyways, they lock, and that's the end of Baxter Stockman's turn. Michelangelo, Donatello, the Rat King, and Foot Soldier Captain, and then Leonardo.
Mikey.
I love you, Thad.
Okay. So there's one foot soldier behind me, and some chick I don't know beating up on my brother in front of me. How far can I guess the only way I can move is right beside the Rat King? Why
You
can't I
could
hear-
do a charge attack, which would get you into the square with her, but then it would. I think it gives you disadvantage when you.
1, disadvantage 1.
Which one?
Yeah,
So
you
you
get disadvantage 1 on the attack.
You can double move, end up right next to her, and do an attack with disadvantage 1, which with your extra strength right now and agility, not too shabby.
That'd be good.
Yeah. We'll do that. We'll do the charge, get up next to her.
Yeah, move twice your
We're
speed,
gonna
Nick.
knock this dame out, hopefully.
Banzai!
So disadvantage 1, submit. Why did I ever think I could roll?
Well, what did you, everything? Holy crap. Yeah, because you started with some advantages going on. Alright. Because she's awesome, not because Roll20
Yeah.
haunts everybody.
I think it's just the dice pool system is so ability to be super swingy in both directions, and it's not at all steady with which direction it goes. It's like it's just going to throw it everywhere. It's so crazy. It's fun, but it's crazy. All right, I'm going to do a focused action this time. I'm just not move and nothing else, and I'm going to do fear effect on her again to try to get her away from my family. That would be advantage 1 because I am
Alright.
doing the focus.
And is that a Bane?
It's the exact same dice, same exact roll twice.
Fear Bane.
What are the odds?
I think something's really messed up with this dice system.
I can only laugh. I'm sorry.
Oh no! Before I rolled a 2, 1, and a 9. This time, I rolled a lot more dice and got the same dice number. All right, and then little robot guy is going to shoot at the last standing ninja.
Okay.
No Actually, yeah, he doesn't do the disadvantage thing.
That's where my ninja
I don't
went.
think that hits him.
I got rid of my ninja.
The red one. I think a 17 does not hit him.
A 17 does hit.
Oh, cool.
3 damage. Is minimal.
Something did happen on my turn. Not much. but
That's
something
right.
did.
So, he gets hit.
That's it.
Donatello does not do fear. She seems too focused. Like you interfere. It's almost like you feel like it's a power that reaches out and like grabs someone, but she's so like all over the board emotionally. She's focused, but then her emotion got the best of her, and it's like you couldn't like dodge in between her emotions to strike at her like a snake almost with this power, right? She's just too all over the board for you to catch her in a moment, and her mind slips away from your ability again. If I'm going to narrate it, Rat King, and then Foot Soldier, then Leonardo, then top of the order.
All right, so Stockman is now over the pit still.
Yep, I would say he's probably about 10 feet up, and then he's 10 feet out.
What are if King Ryan this up? What are the odds of him being able to do a flying grapple?
Oh, that's right. So you want to run? Oh boy, this is going to be interesting.
What I'm trying to figure out is, like, it looks like he doesn't have a lot of room to get around the action.
The distance is no problem. It's going to be tough to run and grab. Let's see what Stockman. His guard is a 16. I would say. So it's kind of like doing a bane attack, but you're trying to grab him and probably drag him down.
Yep. Balrog.
Fly, you fools! Thanks, Gandalf. Now, slow motion screaming from Frodo, crying. Lots of hobbits crying, always crying. Somebody's crying, and
Sam saves the day.
Sam saves the day. All right, so let's say it's tough, right? So I'm gonna say disadvantage 2. So you pick the best roll, probably agility, but you best roll. It can be strength too, but it's gonna be disadvantage 1 for going through the amount of people, and also for the height where the Baxter's flying. We'll make it easy. If you can still hit his guard, you'll grab him and Belrog him down.
What's his guard?
Well, I'm not technically supposed to tell you that, but
I guess the deal is, like, he's the Rat King. He's a person in this space. Does it look like, yeah, I can do that, or is it like a man? He flits around too much, and there's a bunch of people in the way. Like, what does he think his odds of success are?
I don't know if he would calculate, maybe he would because he was a scientist, but he's also psychotic. That is one of his flaws, and he hates Stockman. Does he contemplate it that much, or is he that calculating in the moment, or does he see red and doesn't care? But I will tell you, out of character, his guard is only a 16. So if he was calculating for a moment, he's probably like...
Well, the thing he's weighing out is that's his initial impulse, but is there a better option for him?
Sure.
But I don't really see where the one is. So if there's a shot that he can do it, and it sounds plausible, he's going to go for it.
Okay. There is domination that he has, and demoralize and charm.
But I mean, I don't know how he would do that if he's flying over a pit and there's people between us. It'd be like dominating someone from across a bar.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think so. So, whatever you were originally thinking.
Agility, disadvantage 2, hilarious factor, engaged. Only you can see it. It's a 14. So,
well, make an agility roll for catching the side.
Yep.
I would say he'd overshot more than being over on the right side. Like he would be over here. Oh, Rat King.
Blinded by rage.
So the rats are all like down there, and they're starting to.
Yep.
I'm not sure what you're having to do, but they're probably going to start climbing up, and they look up, and they have to all like jump to the side. It's the Rat King right between them all.
Yeah.
But
their plan being to repeat, climb up the wall, jump on him again.
Okay. For the rats, are you having them climb up?
For the rats, yeah. If possible, they want to have them jump for the fly again.
Okay. I think they could get to the south side and probably get to the top along this edge here.
Okay.
You can stack them however you want along those 4 squares, but I think that would probably be their turn to get there.
Okay. Whoa, that's more than I want.
All right, foot soldier. Let me see what you got. Katana strike. Power up 2. Okay, Bane attack. All right. I runs ahead, and he's gonna do. Let's see, what is it? First guard. Come on. Whoops. Oh, is that just the damage? Oh, that's just the effect. No wonder. Okay. Let's just add on. I guess that's not right. Okay, so he'll just do a regular katana attack. Sorry, guys. was like, what's that? What's Casey Jones' AC? Or guard? What's Casey Jones' guard?
19.
All right. Misses. Leonardo.
Try to clear my vision again.
All right, you got it this time. I wonder if there's... Oh, are you kidding? You know what? I should remind you guys, you also have legend points that you could be stocking up and using.
Cute. Don't have any.
You don't have any?
Used them last time.
Okay. Well, I would allow to do the same thing before where you made a prescience roll to try to lower your disadvantage if you wanted to attack. Now, if you said you also wanted to talk at this point, you can also do some free talking. That is fine. And that can be anybody that's right there.
14.
You still have the disadvantage 5.
Oh, shoot.
The blood is just oozing through and it's just stinging.
There we go.
Well, the first one was better than that. What happened? You did prescience twice?
Well, you said I didn't put the disadvantage on the first roll. Not that it got better.
Oh, no. You could just do the prescience roll as it was, and then you would still have disadvantage 5 if you didn't make it. I saw that you still have disadvantage 5 because your prescience roll didn't do anything, so...
Oh, okay. So, because the last time I did the prescience roll, didn't do well. I didn't get an attack. You said, okay, that's good, and you went on. So I thought this was...
No, it was
Okay.
to lower your disadvantage for your attack. So you can still attack at disadvantage 5. I was giving you the chance to lessen that with the prescience roll, so I'm sorry.
Right. Okay, my mistake. All right.
So,
So we'll go based off of the 14, which was not 5 over 10, so
Yep.
disadvantage of 5.
Mm-hmm. And you can still attack, and then if you want to free speak to her, I know that I keep...
There we go.
Ooh. Doesn't make it, but I'd be willing to trade if you wanted to move her, do a Bane of 3 or less, or do 3 damage to her, and I will trade you.
I will take a knockdown.
Well, you can move her 10 feet in any direction. Oh, I'm sorry. You're looking at.
Knockdown
You're
is a
talking
Bane.
about a Bane. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let me see
Yeah.
how much that is.
I'm sorry. Okay. Well, I will.
Knock down is a power level 1 Bane.
Mm-hmm.
So she's knocked off her feet.
Yep.
Mhm. Falls prone and disadvantage on 1 all attacks.
You're already blinded, so she can't do that to you. You're already disarmed, so she can't do that to you. Her other Bane is forced move, which is power level 6. Oh wait, but she still might be able to do that if it's at a lower level of difficulty. Banes. Level. She could do it at a level 2, which is move you 5 feet. Okay.
She wants to knock me in the pit. That'd be fine.
I think. Do you say anything to her when you go at her? Or not? It's fine. I mean, you said
Yeah,
you.
no, it's something along the lines of, God, I basically want to taunt her with the fact that she can attack me, but she won't defeat this family.
Your family is what we're interested in. And you leg sweep her. She falls. But her leg comes up and cracks you in the shell and sends you 5 feet this way. You can make an agility roll, but it's going to be disadvantage 5. Just see if you catch the side or not, or you can just fall.
I'll take my chance at catching the side. That's fine.
All right, Spaloosh, you and the Rat King are down there. Bebop should be down here too, but you can't tell. And
Swords did.
The sword is also there somewhere. Yep. You might not know it, though. And you still have your other 2 katanas on you. And she's down there. Holy crap, what a mess. And it is now Casey Jones' turn. So what's knockdown? I better look at that, huh?
Prone.
Okay.
Disadvantage 1 to attacks she makes.
Until she gets up.
Until she gets up.
Is it a Bane called knockdown?
Mm-hmm.
Why I search for it and it's not even there.
So level 1.
There it is. Okay, so she still has to... You can't technically get up. She has to make a check to get up. Just like any other Bane. Okay. Alright, so Casey Jones. The fight.
Well, no, this one says that you can use a move action. Standing up from prone requires a move action and half of their speed for the round.
Okay, so 15
So at the top of her next round, she could do that.
Yep. Alright. Should have read it instead of just assuming. That's what I get. Casey Jones. Man, the battle looked like it was turning on you guys, and then you guys turned it right back around. It's still back and forth.
Let's see, creation.
So Casey's in melee combat now.
Yep.
So if you use...
Casey will.
I believe if you try to shoot them, it's probably disadvantage if you shoot when you're right next to this guy in combat.
Yep. I was gonna do brutal intimidation.
Oh, that sounds fun.
If you're able to make a show of physical force, you can use a might attribute in place of persuasion roll. So I'm gonna try to like intimidate this guy.
To taking off?
Yeah.
You're like a McKenzie brother and be like, hey, take off, eh?
Yep.
Alright. So brutal intimidation.
Yep.
So you're using a might in place of persuasion. Alright. Go ahead and roll that against this guy's resolve. 16. Let me take a look. Okay. So where's... You're successful. Let's say under Casey Jones thing here. Okay. So tell me, narrate for me what he says or what he does or both.
So basically, he sticks the barrel of the gun up to the bottom of the guy's chin and says, "You better get while the getting's good."
He's like, oh, all right. And he like puts his sword up and, like across his hand, the blade up against his hand. He's like, all right. And he begins to back away. Now it's not his turn yet, so he can't do it. But assuming you're not going to shoot him in the back, it looks like it works, and he begins to back away. Nice work, Casey. You may also move if you wish.
He's gonna start heading down the hall to help out the other guys.
Light bulb came on for Donatello. I saw it.
No, I'm good.
I saw the expression. I was looking at Adam, and then you're right above him on the overlay, and you're like, caw. All right, so
Yup.
Casey went. It's her turn. She uses half movement, so 15 to stand back up. Ooh. Leo's there. Michelangelo's there.
Oh, I forgot she gets extra turns. Never mind, my thing won't work.
And she's like, you must surrender now. The Master Shredder wishes to speak to all of you. No one will die. I swear it on my life. Lay down your arms and we can cut this foolish battle. The rat and the man can leave. I'm sure no one's... And then you hear Splinter's like, Garai, don't do this. Let us speak. But it's not his turn yet. It's her turn. She takes 3 attacks and attacks 1 at each of the 3 brothers around her. I believe. Attack up to 3 targets, and her disadvantage 3 is negated by her advantage 3 with both attack specializations. Okay. So she does an attack on 3 of y'all's. So the first, we're going to go in order clockwise from the top. So Raphael, Michelangelo, then Leonardo, in that order. So this is against your guards. does this, so it's going to be an evened out roll. So Raphael, she rolled a 15. That's probably not going to work.
Nope.
Michelangelo. And Leonardo.
Cool.
So minimal of 3 damage. If it, or it's however much you beat the AC by. Mikey, you all right there?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so she does like this whirling dervish spin, and she's striking at you. Raphael blocks. Michelangelo and Leonardo take a little damage, and she is done for the moment. And then it's Splinter's turn. It's like, I don't want to play these two NPCs back and forth talking, so I'm trying to let you guys decide the battle. But I think Splinter... What's he going to do? I think he has to do something crazy, kind of. Provoked. He already kind of demoralized her. Oh, did I mark that? Did he demoralize her? I might have forgot to put that on her.
You didn't put it on her. She should have been at disadvantage 1 more for everything.
Whoops. Okay, I'm going to give that to her because I forgot. I'm sorry, DM. It's okay, DM. You're forgiven. Continue on.
He should have rolled a... Yeah. Minus 1 more die on the attacks. That wouldn't have changed anything.
Fine. You're right.
Not really. You could still hit me.
Well, no.
1 more dice. It's a whole die. She's rolling extra die.
Yeah, let's try it again. So technically would be -1. Let's see if that works. This is for Michelangelo. Yeah, I didn't feel good about it. I had to do it. You know what? Neither of you guys took damage. No, none of the 3 of you took damage. Give yourself your HP back. Thanks for keeping me honest. Gotta stay honest. All right. Well, that was a bust. She's
Okay. Splinter's turn.
Yep. I'm trying to see. Yep. She already has disadvantage 1. So, actually, let me look at demoralize. I want to see if there's any other weight it's carrying with it against her.
Already unblinded. No, just power level 3, disadvantage 1.
Okay.
Or power level 6, disadvantage 2, disadvantage 3. Resisting this bane is a minor action. So
Okay. Should he have had power level 6? Nope, I only had it at 3. Okay. I think he got her. Her resolve is 16. Yeah. He's like, Kurai, wait! I know it's you! And she turns, she hisses at him, she's like, how do you know my name? He goes, I know your face. You are beautiful. Just like your mother. And she's just like, what did you say? Rat. And so what Splinter does is, what did he do? Yeah, he put a little charm down her. He's like, don't fight us. Leave while you can. No, he's like, don't fight us. Stay in chat. No, he doesn't say that. He's like, don't fight us. He goes, let us speak, honor bound, and then leave this battlefield. Once it is over. Our own ways. And she stops. She's like, I can't control the fly. And he's like, then stand aside while we deal with it. And she's like, she bows to him, towards him. Just a little nod, and he like nods back. And she puts up her sword. And Splinter like looks at Michelangelo and Raphael and is just like, kind of like basically don't attack her. So she's done. Splinter's done, and then she goes again. Unless Michelangelo and Raphael want to attack her, they can. She will step over to here. You guys tell me if you do or not. I'm getting no's. Okay.
Is
kind of want to.
smacking her
but-
on the butt as she walks away considered an attack?
I would.
It's the 40s, so no.
Technically,
Technically, it's a man's right to do that in the 40s. So
it's,
Technically
women
correct.
didn't get their right till the
That's
70s.
Mm,
So we're good.
yeah. There you go. That's one
Okay.
interpretation.
Oh boy.
We'll not tread on that territory. We'll just
We went there. Now we're back.
yeah.
We'll see if we get banned or not. All right. What does Michelangelo do? Does he do that?
I mean, I feel no. He's just gonna keep his hands to himself, but he definitely is like, "Who are you?"
And as she walks by you, she just looks at you and she has these glowing serpent eyes. And she doesn't say anything. Her eyes narrow a little bit. And then she steps into the corner and takes up a defensive position and otherwise does not do anything. Or answer you. Raphael. The Baxter's like,
Am I
I will
close?
kill you all of you. You made me this way.
Am I close enough to airwalk over to Baxter
Yeah, I think you are, sir, with flying boots.
and like take him down so the Rat King can deal with him?
Oh, okay. So you're trying to basically do like a knockdown on him.
Yes.
What's I think that's probably using a might against his guard, I'm assuming. How'd the knockdown work? What was it, Casey Jones that did it? No. Someone just did the knockdown. But you can move over to him and then basically try to do a bane attack or try to beat him.
Okay.
And I think that probably won't be too hard. It'd probably be... Would that be his guard or his toughness? We'll just say guard. So you pick the roll. And you fly up and try to grab him. Now he has strong, powerful wings. There's probably some resistance. So let's just see how it works.
Maybe I'll rip him off. Oh.
Oh, maybe. You know what? You beat his guard.
All right, so I rip off his wings.
No, you said you wanted to drag him down.
Yeah, I'll take him down, and then I'll give him over to the Rat King.
Trying to figure out if like ripping off the wings is how you take him down. I feel like that's more of a damaging attack because
I'd probably like grab his wings and just drop with him down into back into the sludge.
there's not saying you might not there might not be bones per se, but he is a human who had bones with a fly that had an exoskeleton. You mix that together, these arms could very well be both, or you might crack the wings a little bit, or you wound him, right, and you pull him down. I mean, it could be considered. He has
Clip
like
one of his wings.
Yeah, and so you take him down with you, right?
He just drops. Yeah.
Or do you just drop him and stay flying?
I kind of drop with him so I could like kind of go help Leo. We got all sorts of messed up this battle.
Okay, so you take Baxter down with you then?
Yeah, yeah. And like kind of push him towards the Rat King.
So you
As we're going.
sploosh into the muck. So the Rat King is like, I will get him when he goes, I will, and he's like, subjects, bring him to me, and we will get, excellent, Red One. Exactly what the king wanted. And he's like, pulls out his big knives, and it's now Baxter's turn. I think Baxter has a bane on him, so to speak. You might have to
The
like get
giant
out.
turtle standing on him.
There is that, yes. I think he's probably in big trouble. He's like, let me go! I was a man, a well-respected man. And he looks at Raphael, he's like, before you turned me into this, you kidnapped me.
I didn't do this.
You turned me into this freak show. And he wanted to do flying death ray, but it's usually when he's flying. So I think he has to try to. I think he has almost like two banes on him. One, he's pinned, and two, he's incapacitated from his wings. So he's going to try to get where he's not pinned by you anymore. So I'm going to have him resist a bane, and he fails. He's pinned under Raphael, and his wing is highly damaged. Raphael, Rat King, and Baxter Stockman make a perception check, disadvantage 1.
Oh, not good.
Not good. All right. Let Rat King do it. And then the rats already went up, so I'm not going to give them one. It's only for being down here. Then we'll go to Michelangelo, who's acting next, and then Donatello, and then the Rat King. Dad, you want to make a roll for Rat King?
Yep.
Disadvantage 1. But Michelangelo, you may act, then Donatello. Well, it seemed like the action actually just stopped. There's a foot soldier who's going to be in retreat, it looks like.
Yeah, I hope so, because I'll have to finally deal with an actual character I might can hit.
So this is against Baxter.
It's just a perception check for
Sorry.
the Rat King to notice something. Baxter made one, and so did Raphael. The three that were down in the pit. So notice something else.
Leo's down there too, right? Or did he catch himself?
I thought he caught himself on the side.
He caught himself, plus technically he has flying as well, so...
Ah, right. Thank you. All right,
You keep forgetting that.
All right. 10 for Rat King.
Okay. Alrighty then. Michelangelo, Donatello.
And is the red guy still technically a villain at this point if the battle's over?
No, I'm thinking.
And would I even know this at this point?
You know what? Let me go back to Raphael, because I think the only hostile character, if you're gonna let the foot soldier go, he'll leave. So I guess between Donatello, Casey, and Metalhead, are you letting the foot soldier go?
Do I know what's going on? Because everything's happening way over there, and I'm way behind this wall. Do I know what's going on?
You probably saw Casey Jones intimidate the guy to leave.
I mean, you were right there.
Okay,
right?
well, I saw that. Yeah, I
And
saw that.
right after he murdered his two friends in cold blood.
So yeah, I'm just asking. I guess Donatello and Casey and Metalhead. If you let the foot soldier go, he's retreating.
Yeah, they'll let him go if he's actually retreating.
He will. He'll ninja vanish. So that means the only threat on the field is Baxter. But Raphael, if you let me, I might narrate. You know what? I'm gonna give you an agility roll if you want. It's gonna be disadvantage 1 because you didn't make your perception check. But if you have legend points, you know what? You do you. I shouldn't be hinting anything. It's not bad. It's not bad.
I kind of have a feeling I know what's going on. I've got a bad feeling about it.
I think Adam has a bad feeling, but Raphael is just doing his
But
thing.
Raphael doesn't know what's going on.
And the sword is down there again.
Is that enough agility, or do I need to use a legend point?
No, I think you have to use them before you roll and add them in there.
I didn't know
Yeah,
how
you
to
got
do
you an
this.
advantage and a +1 to the.
Okay, so the sword, you look over, and you hear like this, and this is coming from the north. There's like a hole over. Whoops, wrong screen. Hole over here, like that's where Bebop was taken before. And you just look, and this is in the dim light. This gigantic figure stands up with this huge snout, and you're just like, what the? And Baxter and Rat King are like daggers. The Rat King's coming down to stab him, and you hear something kind of explode and something shoot and just spread out at you, and you're like, whoa, and you push yourself back against the wall, and you see it's this big black net that goes and it just circles around Rat King and Baxter and the sword up in a tight bundle, and then just as fast as the net shot out, it gets repelled or grappled back in, and they get pulled into a bundle into the darkness, into this thing's arms. And this thing is huge, way bigger than Rat King or Bebop or Rocksteady. And it backs off You can see like these reptilian
Glowing
eyes. Yeah, these green. What'd you say?
I just said glowing green eyes or glowing eyes.
Glowing green eyes is perfect. Looking at you from about 12, 13 feet in the air, and then ducks its head as it pulls back into the darkness. Obviously, you can pursue if you want. And you hear the rats are like jumping down and squeeze, and they're like following into the cave after Rat King.
Hmm.
Raphael? You see Splinter jump from the chain above, and he comes down to here. Leonardo's helped up. You can see again, Leonardo, as Michelangelo, or maybe Splinter, helps wipe the blood from your eyes. And the combat is over. But I want to know, Raphael, we're going to come back to them, then we're going to close up shop here in a minute. Whew, crazy battle. Maybe we leave you down there looking at this, and we go up to everybody else.
Probably, because he probably doesn't know what to do. He's probably would tell them, but like he'll let this conversation go first.
Okay, maybe you come up at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. So, she's like, I don't have long to talk. You were bait. The master wants to speak to them. They belong to him. He's like, they are my sons. They belong to me. You took them from him. And then Splinter steps forward and he's like, well, he took you from me. And she steps back and she like seems to hiss a little bit. Kind of like a rattlesnake. Well, a rattlesnake uses the rattle, of course, not. But it's kind of like that snake hiss. And her eyes seem to like intensify. And she's like, until next time, rat. And she leaves. Like she books
Wait, I need your number. Whoa.
Running after. I can see that. Like, and you got the back of him looking like oh man, and she's ninja vanishing off into the darkness herself.
Do you want to go for pizza?
And then Splinter looks at you guys and is like, kind of like sheepishly almost, and then he kind of tightens up and he's like, my sons, you have done very well. And you have rescued me. Thank you.
And Raphael climbs up and he's like, I'd hate to interrupt the sentimental moment we got here, but I feel like we got bigger problems down this tunnel. He kind of points it out.
I think everybody's probably moved in at this point, like Donatello, Metalhead, Casey, kind of all grouped up, right?
Mm.
I'll let you guys free play a minute. Splinter's just kind of looking off, kind of like in disbelief down the tunnel. And Raphael comes up and says that. Okay.
Master, are you okay?
I will be, Leonardo. I have much to tell you. Casey's like, hey, what could be... He kicks Rocksteady. He's like, what can be bigger than this lug? What can be bigger trouble than that? Look at that. We saved the city. Flyman, Rhino Man, War... I don't even know what the hell's going on anymore. I gotta get out of this town. Anyways, he basically says, what can be bigger trouble than him?
Well, I think this took the pig man. That's how big it was.
So he's just kind of like, well, he has a mask on. He's kind of like, huh? Anybody else say anything so I can quit talking for a minute?
Should we go after them?
I think we should go back to the HQ and regroup. No offense, but that whatever's in that tunnel didn't take us.
And it kind of takes care of two problems in one.
I think we should regroup and let Master Splinter tell us some stories.
Hey, Master, she's not my sister, right?
Did he mute himself
I
again?
think he muted himself again.
There you go.
He goes, yes, we need to regroup, but our lair has been compromised. Let us rendezvous at our fallback point, and there, I will tell you.
Point of statement. The Rat King guy said he's going to allow us to, quotation marks with his fingers in the air, his finger in the air. He has said he'll allow us to stay there. So really, other than Baxter and her, it's a good place for a few minutes, but we do need to move, or at least I can reinforce and put something in there. Either way, I need to go back to get some stuff.
If we are quick. But if the Foot are working with Baxter, they should be able to retrace the steps of the Mousers and find our lair, unless we can clean up the tracks. But if these things can sense rats and other rodentia, they are going to find me again.
Agreed. It's just there's a lot of tech there that I need to move and make sure disappears. Oh, the T-Coop is going to be hard to... You know what? I'll just have to drive that to the other place. Yeah, this is going to be one of those times where, unfortunately, I have to go solo. Which is weird.
Michelangelo collapses jelly-legged. Can I get a ride? The sash is worn off at this point, and he's now in fatigue mode.
You need a nap.
Yeah.
Will.
Splinter's like, now the more that I think about it, no matter where we go, they may be able to find me, especially if they have any kind of signature on me. Perhaps we hit the fallback spot, and then I might have to go into hiding until you resolve this issue, my sons. Donatello, go back to the lair, get what you need. But take one of them with you, Casey or the brothers, the rest of you. Let us go, and I will tell you more about Karai.
He'll turn to Casey. It's like, I prefer Casey's, just so he can have some explosives there to level some things while I'm taking off the other way.
Ooh. Michelangelo? Do you not like that?
Huh?
I thought I saw your expression. Were you not happy with Donatello's choice?
But I'm supposed to be... But I wanted to get a ride in the cool car.
What
Then
car?
go, go, Michelangelo. Leo and Raphael will see me to where I need to go. It's technically 3 and 3 then.
Works.
And I think. I just feel like. Let's see. There's some broken ninja parts, a couple dead rats, and Rocksteady. Just laying there, right?
Yep. Just gotta and leave him.
Is he dead?
He's not dead.
Can we kill him?
Yeah, can we finish him off? Like,
Yeah, coup de grace.
you said nitty-gritty.
I did say nitty gritty. He is there bleeding out. This isn't. You know what? This is going to be. I'm not sure what Master Splinter would think, but this is going to be a very interesting arc in the story. Then this is one of those. This is a choice you can't take back here.
And the dedicated healer is leaving, so...
All right, so...
And are we noble enough to leave an enemy lying? I mean, Mikey might see it
Separate.
as
We need to
putting
put
an
him out.
animal out of his misery.
So I think Leo
That
would certainly never kill a downed enemy. He might walk Master Splinter out and suggest that to his brothers, though.
Mikey and Raffle look at each other, glancing sideways.
This is up to you guys. This is an important moment. I mean, Rox. I was not going to allow main villains to be killed, but at the same time, he's there. He's very vulnerable, until the right time. But I think this could be. You know what? It's up to you guys. This is one of those chances.
What about, does Donnie have any tracking devices?
Not at the moment. I mean, I can create anything given time.
Can you take one out of Metalhead or one of the little mousers that you've already tinkered with?
Well,
To reinstate, I've decided that you can,
I think we should kill him. It'll be funnier.
but you don't. Funnier. Kill him. It'd be funnier. What?
Killing's always funnier.
That's the thing is, so if we kill him, he's dead. If we don't kill him, Luke uses him as a plot point later.
That's meta.
But if we kill
yes.
him, but here's the thing. Here's the thing about DMs always. If you kill one plot point, they get angry and come back with a bigger one.
What, like a lizard in the sewer? I mean,
Even bigger.
He's not.
Their
Robo
imagination is
Rocksteady.
endless.
there is a robot version of Rocksteady in some of the shows.
saying. I mean, pushes the plot line along.
You can. I mean, it does, and that's totally doable. I mean,
I think we should kill him.
At this point, Donnie was walking away when you guys started discussing the end of this guy.
What's going to
so-
be is it's going to be on Michelangelo and Raphael's hands. Splinter has probably taught you to do what you got to do when you got to do it, but then he largely leaves the choice in your hands. I just want to know, like this will be a mark on the characters. I mean, this will be. I mean, we are going gritty and dark, and that's definitely fine. I don't care. I'm excited to see what happens though. So this will be our last thing of the night. So you guys decide between you two, and this is how we're gonna end.
There is rolls for finishing blow too, so there's even a chance he may actually survive it.
I didn't even look
So-
at what these rolls actually. I was just gonna let them do it.
If you will, it's against PCs technically. So
Oh, well, okay then. Yeah, it's up. It's on.
So,
Go ahead.
so Raph, what we doing?
Oh, man.
I know.
Let's leave him.
What?
Leo's not there.
You're not
And
there.
Mr.
I
Noble
know.
is mad that he's not doing his evil. You're supposed to be my minions. Do my minioning.
Now, you could toss
Can
him
I-
over the edge.
Yeah, we'll rifle through his pockets.
Ooh, yeah.
See if there's any like
Loot 'em.
cards.
We loot him. Yeah, we loot the bodies.
This is Dungeons and Dragons, except that you didn't kill the monster. It's weird, but you still loot them. It's so good.
We find anything in his pockets, we'll note.
You can search the whole battlefield. He has a submachine gun.
Definitely will take that from him.
We're taking that.
He
I
has a
would like to use my ability.
Oh. I was just
Mhm.
thinking about something, but you made it easy. You keep Okay. Okay, so you get to notice something that's there. Okay, so there's a submachine gun. What happens with that?
We take it.
Oh, take it 100%.
Okay, submachine gun, yours. And you're rifling through his pockets, and he has like a wallet-ish thing somewhere. Like it was deep in the back pocket, and you're rifling through. There's not money in there, but there's a well-worn. Actually, the wallet is worn. It's got some old pictures in there, maybe some family, humans. You're not sure, but that's all worn too. These pictures have been bent and folded 100 times. But behind that, there's a piece of paper that's actually rather fresh. And it has like this 20-digit alphanumerical code on it. So letters and numbers. But the paper itself looks fresh. Like that looks like the newest edition. Like it was stuck in there in his reliable wallet. So he had it. So make a note of that.
You said 20 digit? I'm going to type it.
Yeah, it's like a 20-digit code, alphanumeric. Something that would be very hard to remember if you don't have a good memory. I'm going to say Rocksteady doesn't have the best memory. Between him and Bebop, as we developed in this one, Rocksteady was more the rager. Bebop is a little more level-headed.
And now we kill him.
Well, what is it? Do you kill him or do you leave him there? Do you kill him? What do you do exactly? I want to know.
Let's just pull his pants up over his head, tie him up, and hope someone comes find him.
Like the rats?
Hey, we can't help who finds him first.
Okay.
But I totally think we should give him a wedgie.
Wedgie given. Tie
It goes
him.
all the way up to R, and then someone coughs, and then suddenly we're back in Disney. What happened? What happened there?
All right, so they loot. We find the code. The last shot is leaving him there tied up. Maybe there's a big crocodile man coming to get him. Maybe the rats. Maybe Karai returns. Maybe he dies of exposure. We don't know. And we turn the issue to see an ad on the back page for Robo-Cola, the official cola drink of Robotech, the Macro Saga, on Sunday nights. Sorry. I had to see there, use an ad to go ahead and plug another game that we're playing. So that is the end of TMNT Series 46, issue number 6. And I am Lucasgvariety. We'll do a quick round robin, starting with Leonardo to Mikey to Raph and to Don, and just say a little shoutros, and we'll be out of here. Thank you, though, to the audience that was here tonight. We have some people in the audience. Thank you very much for being here. And yeah, don't forget to jump in Discord and join the community there so we can be a part of the conversation, and the YouTubes for the archives. So there's those links. Let's go to Leo real quick, and then we'll get through this together. Leonardo, you're on.
All right, man. Sorry, I was actually reading about rabbit castrations, which is a very normal thing to be doing during the shoutro portion.
You know, this is where you give your bi-weekly dose of useful information, right?
Right, sorry. So you can stuff a 3-year-old child inside the colon of a horse, cecum of a horse.
Good to know.
That's good, right? Cool, great. See you guys.
So many weird animal things. Freeze
All right.
ray on you. Top that, LadyRedMoon.
Calf fries are delicious. I'm LadyRedMoon. I do a Twitch channel randomly throughout the week, mostly survival games. I'm building a group of friends to play with currently, so come by and check us out.
I'm Adam from HM5 Entertainment. We play video games and stuff. Check us out on YouTube. And then I also play in a band, and that's called the New Models. And check that out on YouTube and Spotify and Apple and wherever music is.
Wherever music may be. Thank you, Adam.
Yes.
Mr. Soundwavesghost, Donatello.
I am Soundwavesghost. I play here a lot on 2 or 3 nights. 2 of the 3 times, or something like that. There's some numbers and letters involved in a sequence that I messed up. So, hi, bye. Had fun as usual. Back to the boss.
Oh, geez. I wasn't expecting you to move that fast. Okay. Well, real quick.
We're getting good at this. We're getting good at this.
We are.
You also didn't tell me to plug anything, so I'm just going to move it on to you.
So I got 2 main game nights, Sundays and Tuesdays, and we're going to be doing soon. We're going to be doing bi-weekly on both. So the opposite Tuesday of this one is going to be maybe the Aliens game, maybe something. We're going to probably jump back and forth and do some one-shots, some small campaigns, some other series. So if you're interested in playing, interested in watching, that's where you come to the Discord and be like, hey, sign me up. I want to do these things, or just chat with us. So that's what we're doing there. On Sundays right now, it's Robotech, the Macro Saga, which is the 1980s anime brought to life. Soundwavesghost and I are in there. He's the captain. I'm one of the ace pilots. Our friend Fate, or Teresa, that some of us know, is also an ace pilot. And then Mike is the GM. And then our other newest member, Eli, he is a performer who also flies a Veritech plane like the ace pilots. So we go out and fight in force. And they're all under the command of Second Lieutenant Archibald Serworth III, that's me, who is technically under the command of Captain Colors, which is him. Captain Hat, once again. So that's been fun. We've had a lot of fun with this kind of sci-fi anime role-playing game. It's been a lot of fun so far, and it's not too serious. It's drama. We're doing drama. Me and Teresa's character have some kind of history that has me trying to flirt with her while she's constantly slapping me in the face. So there's a lot of that going on. Yeah, and then we're going to be bringing Blades in the Dark back for episode number 40, season 5 opener on February 2nd to alternate on that Sunday. This will be our last season of Blades in the Dark as we bring this to a close. It's going to be good. I'm going to bring everything I have at these players, which also involves Soundwavesghost as a player there. These guys are powerful assassins, and they need to be put in their place. So look for me to dominate them February 2nd. Right? Perfect. All right. So that's all I have for y'all's tonight. Let me get my screens ready. I think that's it. So be back in 2 weeks as we do issue number 7, and we see what happens. Do the turtles go after this mysterious creature? Do they go back to the Fallout spot? Fallout? Why keep saying it? Fallback spot. Maybe it's Fallout too, just in case there's nuclear war. Who knows?
Another Fallout shelter. Yeah.
Yep.
They exist.
We'll prepare. We'll see you then. So until that time, everybody, you guys have a good night. God bless and good gaming. We'll see you later. Peace.
Bye.
Close them curtains. See ya. Smell you later.